So this is just a recap for live stream 78, I believe, and it was about live. It was, I think it's recap 86. It was a interesting day, a tough day. Due to my scheduling commitments, I'm never normally here for a Wednesday trade day, but somehow not being here may be a good thing because it was incredibly tough. The market wasn't particularly compliant, so it's a recap 86 and it is live stream. What is that? Live stream 78. So let's just get into it. Okay, it's going to fall. So let's get into it. The first trade we took out the gates was, in fact, our opening trade. Now, with our opening trade, we got a long. I was a bit concerned about the 50 period, is it? Yeah, I believe it's a 50 period. Yes, 50 period. Went long. Prices pulled back against me. Decided to exit. So I exited that for minus 19 points. Exited that for 19 points. Prices would have hit target. I went short on what I thought was a rejection of the 50 period. Price turned around, and like I said, if I'd have kept the opening trade, would have hit target. So lost 19, then I lost 23. After that, had a series of wins going long. Had a series of wins, 12, 28 points. This was a reload. So I took profit, placed the order to re-entry, reloaded, big profit. So had a series of winners. What happened was price went into a bit of a range here. So these boxes were put on pretty late in the day, but they weren't on there at the time. But price was in a pretty horrible range for me, in and around these 200 period, 50 period, and the VWAP, as prices ranged in the this particular area. What it was, I suffered a bit of a drawdown. Suffered a drawdown for most of the day. I'm trying to get myself back out, and eventually I managed to get myself back out on the last trade of the day. So it wasn't great overall. Took 19 trades. Quite a few of them were FOMO trades. The biggest loss today, let's see, the biggest loss was, I believe, 23 points. Yes, the biggest loss was 23 points. The biggest gain was 28 points. So that's a good thing. I'm cutting my losses short. That's getting better. So it actually worked out for me. I don't have a range strategy, so days like this I'm not really prepared for. I may want to think about doing that, but I'm not sure if I want to do that and confuse myself even more. So as we can see here, price will come into this lower end of the range where we saw buying throughout the day. Seeing buying here going into the market close about 3:22 here New York time. I'll bring my trade performance over, and with the trade performance we'll end the day. So seems I'm gonna have to build a new one. Just bear with me a second here. Ah, there we are. So that's not correct. The date is the 29th. So, wow, that looks fantastic. So let's have a look here. So on trade performance, as we can see, is a break-even day. Total gains. So I picked up 100 points to the upside. Lost 102 points, 104 to the gains, 102. Profit factor, barely above 1. Let's see. I can't really read much into this percentage profitable because it doesn't really mean much. Let's see. Average win is that's not great. The average win is less than 1/3 the size of the average loss. That's not great. So you're looking at 0.2. ideally want to be above 1. Largest win, it's about a quarter of the size of the largest loss. Again, that's not great. So that's the reason why this here doesn't really mean much. The percent profitable doesn't really mean much with metrics like this. If these were closer to 1-to-1 and these were closer to 1-to-1, this will be fantastic. But as they're not, that's poor. We'll have a look here on the analysis page. And if we have a look at the trades page, this is the equity curve. We can see we drew down by about 43 points. Then we're up by 9 points, nearly 10 points. Drew down further to the downside, 10. Eventually at the lows, we're down 34. And we've just ended the day about break even at 2.5 points. So it was a very tough day in the range, but I'm happy to get out of it at break even. We'll see what tomorrow brings. And that's about it. I suppose I could drag this over. So as you can see here, most of the trades took place about 9:41 Eastern Standard Time. Traded far too long throughout the day. And we finally ended here about 3:15. And we took 19 trades, which is a hell of a lot of trades. I'm mentally drained from this entire experience. And that's it. So thanks for watching a shorter recap. And I'll see you soon.